Hey family, how's it going? Here on the mountain, Dundas Mountain. Beautiful. Always brings me back to maybe thinking about our ancestors before these roads were here and before all these buildings were here, and looking out over the forest landscape and perhaps seeing for the first time a horizon such as this, maybe the many mornings waking up here, watching the sunrise and sunset. And I just feel like these vantage points sometimes are very powerful and very nourishing to myself, to many, I feel, that feel the memory of those who came before. And then also too is those that are here now and are doing the same, and then those who will come after, and who knows what kind of world this will be like later on when we pass, or who I pass, and that know that in some way myself will be standing here reflecting in the same way. It's kind of fun, kind of lovely. Just again, is this the experience that I get to have to bring myself back to the unity of everything, the interconnectedness, which is always a blessing. And I'm going to say that because my sense of self is often very infatuated, very inflated, a lot of self-infatuation, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it is what it is. I cannot deny it within me. I don't know if I want to see it as a bad or a good. I can't really. I just had so many experiences of seeing it as good and seeing it as bad, and I have to become almost you just gotta find the middle point, I suppose, just have the wisdom in it. But what I really came to make this video about was a thought through the readings that I was having, that I'm reading right now. I'm reading The Four Agreements again. I always love that book, and every time you read something, or every time you come to a certain place, if you come with some sort of a fresh mind, like you haven't read it before, you haven't been here before, and we all know how hard that is, we got a memory, we can learn something new in our lives for what our lives are, what's going on in our lives in this moment. And I always love what Salvador, one of my teachers, one of the many teachers to many of us, was that looking for what we're needing in this moment, and that moment is really interesting because it keeps the present here. I really love that, and so I'm always just trying to take that wisdom with me and just seeing what is needed in this moment for myself, for this self-infatuated ego, to spiritual aspects of myself, all that stuff. And so I just want to honor, I suppose, the process to those that have a huge sense of identity with themselves and with their feelings and their concept of who they are, because I strongly have that within my life, and always trying to find that and to solidify that and to find some sort of grounding in this life, whereas I've kind of taken the role of not really knowing who I am, because there's just so many aspects of me that it's just so hard, right? You just become a magician of this world, the dream world almost, and the tricks that are being played are just monumentous on the consciousness, and it's sometimes it's a darn tootin' struggle, again, for those that are largely focused on themselves, inside themselves, constantly trying to meet the needs within themselves, and just feel the smallness, but yet this aliveness that one feels in this world, and what we can control and what we can't, and discerning that and developing the maturity and the development of how that all works, and just trying to find out, understand the wisdom in that, which maybe perhaps, finding balance in it, harmony, equanimity, being okay with what is. There's many roads up the mountain, and I suppose just trying to take a breath of fresh air and enjoy the fresh air while I have it, enjoy the moments where I get peace and equanimity within myself, and I do things for this system that nourish it or to calm it, or you know, because if I don't, then it'll just become chronic within me, and eventually I'll maybe, leave this planet a little too soon. Of course, no one wants that for themselves when they start to come to understand their true self, their true identity, with all that is, and just not feeling so, again, infatuated with the sense of ego, the sense of self, the sense of victimization that we often feel due to that. And also the sense of superiority, or even the sense of Superman feeling. I mean, I've had that feeling many times before, so and I still do at times, and a lot less now, but now I feel a lot more the other side. I feel more of a victim, and I play that role quite well, and I just know hopefully it's just for a time being, and everything takes time sometimes, not everything, but some things. There's no roadmap to success. Everyone's just, it's strange. The mystery, it's the part of the mystery of so far for me that I haven't quite understood whether I need to or want to. I mean, of course, it would be neat to have experiences to express that and to understand it, but, here I am. And, thanks for all the humans, all the beings here, and thanks for this opportunity to share on this platform like this, and thanks to everyone that, listens, watches, shares, comments, likes, in some way. It can be hard for us with this platform and many platforms, and I just think that it's okay. And it's a tool, and if we can use it for our own, growth, then this is good. However that growth looks, it's quite interesting, right? It's all based off one's perception and, what we think the journey is supposed to look like for ourselves and for others. So, much love to you all. Aho, and be well, be good. Take care.